Well, hello again. Here I am once again taking both sides of what I view to be a current important question. For many people, this is an important question, perhaps not for me, but it's a pretty interesting one nonetheless. The question is this: should I get a tattoo? Uh, now, there are some strong advocates of doing this. I suppose the number one reason for getting a tattoo is, well, all my mates have one. That makes me comfortable that I'm kind of part of the gang. We all congregate together at the pub. Perhaps we admire one another's tattoos, but in any case, it's a kind of a signal of belonging that I'm doing what we all do, and there might even be something wrong with me if I didn't have a tattoo. Odd as that may seem to me, but nonetheless, I can see that. Number two, another argument is they're beautiful. They are real works of art. If you see some of the more elaborate ones, which I do as I walk down the high street, I would walk up close and inspect them if I wasn't nervous about what the reaction might be. They are they tell a story. They often identify girlfriends, which, by the way, is a kind of a dangerous area in itself. But they tell a story that the wearer wants to associate himself with, or herself, and for that reason, it's an identification and identity kind of phenomenon. Another reason for advocating tattoos is that uh, there are some really famous people whom we admire who have tattoos, and we want to be associated in people's minds with them. The football player David Beckham comes to mind, who is covered with tattoos. In fact, his son now is getting them. And I'm sure they are themselves beautiful workmanship. But nonetheless, people are so admiring of David Beckham and the star performance he had when he was in the midst of his professional football career, that there's a link there which means a lot to many people. Finally, there is a health argument, and that is that getting tattoos is said to induce an immune response in people. As we know, immunology and the whole concept of vaccination and everything is based on the fact that if you stimulate the body with a foreign organism of some kind, the body marshals its defenses and uh, tries to fight off whatever the unwanted intrusion is, which in turn strengthens its ability to do it in the future. I guess that's my rather inept description of immunology, but nonetheless, it is said to be quite an important advantage of getting tattoos. It strengthens your immune response, perhaps even to help you fight the coronavirus. How about that? Okay, so what are some of the no answers? Well, I believe there are some actual no health reasons as well. To begin with, you can't really know, can you, about the cleanliness of the equipment that's being used on you when you propose to get a tattoo. Supposing the tattooist, who might be a kind of bargain basement kind of operator, hasn't cleaned its needles and he's been using them on some chap with kind of a dubious history of heaven knows what behind him that might attach to you when you get tattooed. Uh, the second reason for not liking them is that it's very painful, apparently. Well, I, for one, would be put off just by that because I'm very adverse to pain. I always have maximum pain suppressants when at the dentist and so forth, so that's an important consideration. Number three, call me a snob, but the kind of people that get tattoos are, let us say, of a different socioeconomic category from me and most of my friends. So it's a designator of difference. It's one that I suppose these days one is discouraged from talking about, but it's still a very, very real consideration. So, what's my take on all of this? Well, as I think you can guess, I'm not going to get a tattoo. I wouldn't want one for a lot of the reasons that they have that we've rehearsed, and the whole idea of disfiguring my body and adorning it in some primitive way, like cavemen did, just simply doesn't appeal to me. Sorry about that. So there we are. That's my take on getting tattooed. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, please give me a like, subscribe, hit the notification button, and well, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.